We are live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, all of the beautiful people who are watching. This is another scene in Vampire: The Edge of War. Today we have a new cast member falling prey upon our horribly dark and disturbed city. Please introduce yourself.
Just landing. Well, just getting off a plane. Um, Seemingly a young woman. Um, Maybe early 20s. Quite young. Quite striking, quite beautiful. She's wearing. She looks to be part of some subculture. Goth punker, something to that effect. Some sort of punker. Her hair is currently done up in a mohawk. It's dark. It's pretty much black. She's got probably got tattoos. None of her visible at the moment. She has a leather jacket. She looks like she could be riding a motorcycle. Like biker clothing. Um, she's she has a couple of piercings and she stands out. She's also quite fetching. She's just gotten out of the airport in New York, and she's just now just coming out. She has a rucksack, a backpack. Oh, she has a duffel bag, I think. Yeah, she has a duffel bag in her hands. She's just she looks as though she has no idea where she's going actually. She just stands there for a moment. Takes a deep breath, just looks around. Takes out a pack of cigarettes, takes a cigarette, puts it in her mouth and lights it. And she just stands there in the middle of God only knows how many people and just looks out at the city. She
As you're
smokes the entire
looking up,
cigarette and throws the butt away. Oh, she throws it in the trash.
as you are staring out into the city, you will notice below, near the airport, something that you never thought you would see in such a modern city time. Just something that you'd only expect maybe in like something more rural of a rural. I can't say that word. Rural. Yeah, whatever.
Roll.
Countryside,
Yeah.
more esque. Yeah. You see a few members or people in fully red type cloaked clothing. You could automatically make the assumption it's of the KKK, but red. But they're not really of the same fashion. It looks more along the lines of a coat with a hood rather than a full entire body length. But nonetheless, they still look more like robes.
He takes a few moments, looks at them. In her mind, she's thinking, to each his own. She doesn't think too much of it, actually. She just stands there for a moment, looks at them, and shrugs.
At that point, you will then see two of them break off from the other three and move at breakneck pace, almost as if you saw them, but now you don't.
Hmm. Kind of shakes it off. Just doesn't. She doesn't want to think too much about it. She's just gotten here. She doesn't want to be in trouble already. She is in a naive hope. She just hopes it's just a thing. Just kind of shakes her head. Puts out the cigarette under her fairly heavy boots, and just it just looks at her phone. She will write a message. A couple of friends she had. Wow, they're very very happy for her. very like her very much.
Okay.
Two girlfriends, shall we say? She knows it. She knows that they love her because of certain other things, because they're her ghouls. But she's ridden with them. They're coming to New York soon. They couldn't take the plane with her, but she honestly wanted some time with herself. But yeah,
Okay.
they've sent a lot of texts, obviously. And she's just now replying to them that when can we see you? Can we come and like we're so happy to moving with you and yeah, she doesn't really mind, but there is still a bit of creeping sense in the back of her mind that she just doesn't she doesn't feel right about having fed her blood to them, but she needs help. So she just after just texting them that everything will be fine, she puts the uh, puts the phone away and just tries to find one of these famous cabs of New York.
You actually know what? Do a perception awareness check.
Perception awareness.
Cheers.
And not the mace dice roller. Uh, I don't think I. Is it just vampire dice roller? There we go. And perception and awareness. That is a horrible dice pool, but we'll try. I have a single success.
One success. You stand out there for about 20 or so minutes, but after a lot of whistling, raising up your hand, and yelling at random cab drivers nearby, you finally see one that looks empty.
She mumbles to herself in, not English. I suppose eh, it should be. I mean, why can't I get the cab? I don't know, that I wouldn't be ignored. She shrugs and goes in, just looks in the, just knocks on the window. Just you, you open? You know,
What'd you say?
she just knocks on the window, sees if the cab driver seems to be ready for a trip.
Yeah, he opens up the door. Get on in.
Thanks.
You
Uh,
two going on a date or something?
excuse me.
As you say that, a man also pops into the cab right beside you, but gives you a look that you are kind of understanding as a don't say anything kind of look.
Uh, no, I'm a prostitute. I'm going to. It's my client. No, yeah, of course. We're friends.
The cab driver looks back. Ah, great, great. So, where to? The man will speak up. We're going to the chapel, center of town. That place. Eh, I've seen better, but hey, I don't smash on others' religions. It's not my place. Anyways, we will head over there. As he's driving away, this will give you opportunity to investigate further upon this person who is next to you.
What does he look like? Just
Here you go. Just give me 1 second. Where'd it go? Just had it. Here it is. There you go. I sent it to you in you
Ah,
messaged me.
I see. I see. Hey, nice stats. I got to
He
say, I
looks at
mean, it looks good by now. I saw the preliminary states, but it's really good work.
he looks at you in somewhat of a bored fashion. Not like he has no emotion in his eyes, rather he is of low emotional value. He doesn't look like he looks more dormant. Uh, I forgot. Hold on, give me 1 second. Ventru have dominate
Dominate presence and fortitude.
fortitude. Yeah. If you want to do a perception alert, no, let's do a perception awareness. If you want to do a perception awareness completely by your choice, you can try to get a sense of who this person is in the hierarchy of vampire states. If you roll 2 or more successes, you'll be able to tell if he's a higher, what you call it, higher,
I'll spend a willpower.
yeah, you'll be able to tell if he's a higher blood than you.
Alertness or awareness?
Awareness.
I have 2 successes.
2. You can tell that he is definitely above your generation.
Above my generation, meaning, what do you mean
Meaning,
exactly? Because
so you're Gen 10, so it would be like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5
so he
blank.
is below my generation, but
Yeah, below.
above in
In power.
power, but below in generation. It's
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I know. It's just so we're completely know what we're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
She just looks at him, just says, "So, what's new in the town? Doing all right?"
You're new in my town.
Obviously, didn't expect to not be picked up. I'm appreciated. I think.
Don't worry about it. I'm not necessarily here to pick you up. I was already on my way back home. But I just so happened to see the new blood enter the city, and well, being that you are of my clan, I figured I might as well give you a more personal greeting.
Oh, oh, okay. Well, I mean, super.
So, why did you come to this city?
Well, she looks up at the cab driver. You
Don't
know.
worry, he won't say anything.
Ah, okay. Phew. Well, it's well, you can't. You know what they say. You can't live in the shadow of your sire forever. So at some point, you have to make your own way. That's
Understood. You see, here in this city, we believe in the rules eat or be eaten. Is that something that you're looking forward to? Only the strong survive here.
I'm quite good with that. Yes. What I'm not good with is, well, being told at every turn what to do by someone who wants you not to be yourself. But I suppose I don't have to worry about that. If it is eat or be, then it's, well, a bit more up for the individual.
Yes, you are quite accurate. We do like to do things more independent here. Very well, I do not wish to be a part of your people's lives at every second of every day. That gets annoying. I do not like to trifle with small matters. I do not care what you guys do on your social businesses. That is none of my concern. Simply, if you live in this city, there are three simple rules. First rule, you will not engage in any type of warfare with Sabat or Camarilla without first giving one of the higher ups a warning. Because if you start an all out war in an area, I would like to know where this war is. Wouldn't you agree? If you were in
Of
my
course,
position,
but why would I? I won't. Don't worry. I'll be
I
here.
have to set up certain rules in the first place. You never know what happens. This is nothing of me thinking of you of any other way. I give the same speech to everybody who comes in here.
Right.
The, sec- the second rule is pretty simple. We do not hurt our own kind. We may be anarchs, but we are not savages. We are a union, and we prosper because we all work together against our common enemies. It's pretty simple, yes.
Message received and understood.
And then the third and final rule, which is probably the easiest one of them all. When you go and you are doing your daily routines, your missions, or whatever, simply do not break the rule of shade. That's the most simple. We like an easy life, a simple life, not one where we're hunted by more than one enemy. We already have the Camarilla and the Sabbat to worry about. Least we need is the humans.
Right. Masquerade. Got it.
For instance, you see this human right there. He is under dominate. He will not be doing anything anytime soon.
Right. So, what's your what what's your name?
Hmm, I give you some applaud. Not many have actually asked me my name. Most of them just call me Baron. If you would like to know my name, very well.
An audible like gulp of someone sinking something in their throat can be heard. Almost heard. Not really, but
My name is Connor.
Connor.
Oh, at least that's the English translation. I am roughly 342 years old, although
Okay.
I did lose track around the Civil War. That was a lot of fun.
Right. Right. Fun. Right. Got it. Um. Right. Okay. So that's very good, Connor. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you, and don't worry, I won't make cause any trouble.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think you'll have any problems with that. You seem like an intelligent young woman. The only thing you have to worry about is those filthy mongrels on the other side of the bridge. Those Sabbat are closing in. Every single day, they try to take that pier by the bridge. And you know what? I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of that at all. I've already sent a few scouts over to fix it, but that's nonetheless. They are our enemy for the moment.
Well, just FYI, I can I have quite a few capabilities, but frontline is probably not the first one you should think of. But I'll help out, whenever and wherever it's needed, of course. Just say the word. I mean, to,
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
intermission music. Dum 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 dum.
Okay,
And he's back.
good deed done of the day. All right. So, anyways, in the car, yes, rewinding, said all that. You said there should be nothing to worry about, and yeah. Okay, so you guys eventually pull up at the church. It is a ginormous cathedral. Looks a bit Gothic Roman, a little bit tattered down, a little bit worn down, slightly rustic.
So he just looks up at it. Is it your office or
This is where I live, but yes, you can also call it my office.
okay? So um, I apologize. I know that the anarchs are like a thing, but so there's certain things I'm a little unclear on. I hope you can uh, at least clear up a little few things. Like
He opens the door and then gets out, offers his hand to you.
she takes it.
He pulls her out of the car very lightly. Yes. What is it that you need more clarification on?
Virtually, I mean, I suppose you're in charge, but it is not the same, right? There's like not in the same sense like Primogen and
No, it is not of the same sense. Yes, I am in charge of the Anarchs. All that means is that, how can I put it? It means I'm the most powerful of the Anarchs at this moment. I hold the most sway, if that makes sense.
oh, it does.
Doesn't mean that anybody has to listen to my orders. I will give missions every now and then. You can choose to do them or you can choose not to do them. That is completely of your choice. Frankly, all that I ask in this is that you respect the simple laws I have put out to keep this place in order.
She
If someone
puts
were to
down the
beat me,
duffel bag on the ground, and she kind of looks at him for a second or two, and she gives him a hug.
He looks at you like, what is this child doing?
You have no idea how good it is to hear that. Thank you. And she just parts way and just smiles and nods at him.
He looks very oh so confused. And then he like scratches the back of his head.
Thanks.
Anyways,
Uh, yeah, sorry. It's just the last couple of years have been, yeah.
troublesome.
Yeah. I can understand why you're not with the power.
You have no idea.
I'm beginning to have an idea of my own, at least, but probably not.
I was actually once a Sabbat, a very long time ago. But that was another life.
Right. Um, really? Wow. Okay. Um,
Yes, in fact, I am relatively good acquaintances with the Archbishop. He's a bit of a dick, however. He's getting on my nerves lately.
right. Okay. Well, thanks. And uh, is there like plans for where people supposed to live, or I mean,
For right now, I would suggest that you enter in the chapel. One of my people I have arranged to meet you and kind of get you introduced to the city.
oh, thanks a lot, um, Connor. It's quite a welcome. Uh, thanks.
Yes. Please, after you. He holds open the door to the chantry.
Oh, and she
You're
takes her
the,
duffel bag.
you're the person.
Yeah, yeah, and she will enter.
Yeah. So as you walk in, you see a giant red carpet going all the way up to a pedestal. And on the pedestal is a giant chalice. And in the chalice is, from what you can see, most likely blood. The walls are a bit dirty with a few blood stains on them. There's two doors on the left, two doors on the right, one door in the very back um, by the chalice, and it generally kind of looks like a church. It's got the big booths lining everywhere, and you've got a few more of those people that you saw earlier with the red coats everywhere. There's about four of them in there, plus one person who's not wearing a red coat. Ah, words. They're being hard right now.
So is this your people?
Yes, the people in the red coats are my generals, if you were to say it like that. They are the masters of their own ability in their own clan. I have put the best ones in a position above the rest. It is a hierarchy, but in no means in charge. This is a dog eat dog world after all. If someone wants to come up and challenge one for the position, if you kill them, it's yours.
Well, that won't be necessary. Um, but I'll keep that in mind. She smiles somewhat awkwardly.
Mr. Alexander, are you in here?
Yep.
We have fresh meat.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
Natalia. You?
Oh, my name's Alexander Blackwood. I'll put my hand out to shake your hand.
Oh, she takes it, shakes it.
Pleasure to meet you.
Just quick. You're looking at a quite beautiful young woman, early 20s. Um, she looks a bit more gothic or punker-ish than she does in the picture. She has her hair is done up in a mohawk, and she's wearing like biker clothing, like a leather jacket, like looks like she's been riding a motorbike maybe. Um, and she has a duffel bag with her, and she puts it down and just shakes her hand and smiles. And she says, "Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, just got here and um, yeah, it was
Fresh off the boat.
yes, and was greeted by the Baron of all people. It's quite an honor."
I'll give you a little tip. I'll just whisper, the Baron's a little eccentric, so just stay away from the doors.
What?
Actually, thank you, Alexander. I'm going to show her something of that later. Thank you.
I better describe what I look like too. Alexander is quite an attractive man. His appearance poor. His like dirty blonde hair, blue eyes. Looks like clothes wise quite like average. Just kind of trying to blend in with everyone as much as he can, and has a violin case.
So you're going to be my guide or what?
Sorry, you kind of cut off. What did you say?
Are you going to be my guide or?
Looks over. Mr. You are to guide today.
I think you cut out there a little for me anyway. But
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm in a bad area. Okay, a little bit better.
there we go.
Okay. The Baron looks at Alexander. Ah, yes, and at the mention of it, Mr. Alexander, guess what your job
Good evening,
today
Baron.
is?
This is something exciting, I hope.
Yeah, not so much. You're here to guide her around. Show her the ropes, show her the area, teach her the general rules and what you have learned from this past few days. Catch her up on what's been going on. And yeah, I'd say that's just about it. Now, before I part you, Mr. Alexander,
Yes.
did you happen to bring me a sacrifice today?
A sacrifice. I was unaware that I had to bring a sacrifice.
I'm sorry, got a phone call. What were you saying?
I was unaware that I had to bring a sacrifice tonight.
You don't have to, but it's always nice. It's always nice to receive gifts. Why don't you? Ah, yes. No, 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 no. No, it's not. No.
Well,
Yes. Yes. You know
I
what I'm
can
gonna
easily
do?
come
No,
back
no, no, no.
later
Shh.
with a sacrifice.
No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay. I see you didn't have to bring one. It's fine. It's fine. Just remember it for next time. Because next time I don't feel like having to do this. And he walks over as he grabs the door. And as he grabs the door next to the chalice, he will then tell one of the red what do you call it? Red cloaks to follow him. And as the red cloak follows him more towards the location that he is in, the Baron then grabs the door, grabs the head of the red cloak,
Oh
and then
no!
shoves his skull into the doorknob and then starts slamming it against the wall.
Oh boy!
What would you make me do? That's another one gone. Another one. No, 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 no. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. He will be my sacrifice today. But tomorrow, you bring one. How about that? Does that sound good?
Sounds fair to me.
Awesome. Have a great day. As he grabs the body and then drags it into the room and closes the door.
Jeez, it's eccentric.
Now that's one way to put it.
Yeah.
She's like Natalia there is just looks actually kind of horrified. For a moment or two, you see it. It's quite clear, but she just says, oh, she doesn't say anything else than just that's one way to put it. She just kind of just takes a moment to just collect her thoughts, and then she just says, "So, where to first?"
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I got up early and I had quite a bit to eat. I didn't want to become hungry in the plane, so
Okay.
I'm good for the moment.
Good to know. Could maybe go to a local bar that I like to go to. Maybe
Sure.
like sit down, have a chat, get to know each other a bit more.
She gives you a side eye. Get to
There's
know me
more.
a bit more.
Well, if I'm going to be your tour guide, we should maybe get to know each other a little bit. No harm in it. Harm in it.
Right, right. If I didn't know better, it sounds like a bit of a bad pickup line, but oh well. She kind of
Uh,
shrugs.
well, you never know unless you try.
Mm, well,
Nope.
she kind of just shrugs. She doesn't seem to react too much to it. She just, well, it's not really a thing. So, wait, is it a thing for you?
I partake now and again.
Really?
Of course. It's a big part of life, and I love life.
She kind of just stands there and just looks like like a human question mark for a couple of moments. It just seems to be like thinking about a couple of things at once. Just nods for a moment. Just says, "Oh, okay. All right. Um, okay. Um, well, yeah. Let's get to a bar, or perhaps there's a place where yeah. What? Fuck it. Yes. Let's go to let's find a bar.
Okay. I'll take the lead then if I'm going to be your guide.
Right.
We'll just head off then.
Yeah. And they find it. They find a cab.
Yeah.
So generally, people around here are they as violent as him, or is he a special case?
I think he's a special case. There's been once that I've seen him not so well, once or twice that I've seen him not so agitated. He's a lot calmer, like maybe switching like between two kind of states, almost like bipolar or something. I'm not sure.
I was just thinking.
But
I,
most of the time it's like that.
I come from the West Coast, and it was good to get away, but it was relatively safe. I suppose it isn't here, but fuck it. That's better anyway.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask what family you're from?
You can take a guess.
Well, seeing as your appearance, I would guess you're not from the the sewer rats, as some people call them.
That's one off the list. And thanks, by the way. She kind of just makes a grimace at you. Thanks, by the way, as she seems to apply something about her appearance, but there's obviously like a playful grin on her face as she does it.
You're very welcome, my dear.
Well, I might be, very good at the thing they do. You know, the thing with the.
The hiding?
Yeah, yes, the thing with the change your appearance.
I know a thing or two about hiding, but I can't change my appearance. Not yet, anyway.
So you're from the broken Macavian?
Hey, sorry, my boss gave me a quick call.
That's okay.
So
Just to catch you up, we're in a cab heading towards Marx's bar. Right. As you were saying?
you know about hiding? Do you have that thing, or is it just like a family thing, or what?
It's a family thing.
So you're not one of them. You're one of the Macavians?
Not quite, no. I'm not. Well, my family's not from originally around here either. Somewhere a lot hotter.
Oh, really? I've,
Absolutely.
I've heard a few things, but uh, middle. I don't know too. I've never really met anyone like you, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I'm still not entirely sure what you are, so this is gonna be interesting.
Yes, it's a real mystery.
Considering how the two other people that I've had a good conversation with is came outright with what they are.
I don't like to advertise, perhaps, but besides, it's what would the fun be if I just told you?
Well, that's true. Half the excitement is in the chase.
Yes, yeah, something like that.
I think you're gonna fit in around here.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Just as long as you give doors a bit of a wide berth when you're in the church, I think you'll be okay.
Is that a thing with him, or was it just what was nearest, or is it the doors that give him problems, or what?
I'm not entirely sure, but a door seems to be his weapon of choice.
Ran into some doors when he was very little, too much, or
Your guess is as good as mine.
no.
I haven't been here for long enough to to know, unfortunately. I'm a bit new to the city as well.
Does Alexander, does he have, does he look like he is from the Middle East or something?
Originally, he's from Scotland.
So he doesn't look like it. All right. Okay. Just wondering.
I maybe should have said the ethnicity as well.
Probably.
I'm working on a character picture because I'm drawing it, so I'll be using that eventually.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. But anyway, to know about me or the city while we're here.
Yeah, you know, different things. Are you yeah, I mean, how long have you been here? How's it finding? Are you finding it? Is it are there things you should be more careful about than others? Places not to go, places to go. You know, the usual.
I've been here a few weeks now.
Few weeks.
Yeah, not that very long.
Jesus.
I think he just picked me to be your guide because I don't have one of those fancy cloaks.
Ah, I see.
But from what I've seen, the city seems to be calm on the surface, at least. But I did meet um, a leader from the Sabbat not too long ago. He was quite something.
I've heard.
Uh, yeah, he's got a thing for shadows. And don't pet the dog that comes with him. One of my friends made that mistake, and she got herself in a bit of a sticky situation.
Okay.
Yeah, you could say that.
Don't pet the dog. Stay away from them. And okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I'd maybe just give the Sabbat a wide berth in general. Just
From what I've heard, I'm planning to do that pretty
yeah,
much constantly. So yeah,
I'm I'm pretty sure they've earned their reputation by now.
I was kind of hoping that. Yeah, but I guess you're right. I suppose they do. Which is disconcerting, but oh well. So,
Yeah.
this like your favorite place, or you get like
My current favorite
percentages?
place. Um, the bar's quite nice. It's run by one of us, so that's always good.
That helps. That's true.
But just in case you see him, just a little heads up, he doesn't. Well, he'd fit more in with everyone else, if you know what I mean. Like he isn't. He doesn't look like us. He looks more like everyone else, like color wise. Not being racist, but
Kind of looks
he
a
is
little.
pale as us.
Well, what do you think I like the goth music?
Goth music is all right. I like music of all kind of tastes.
Okay, that was not what I meant. Why do you
No,
think I dress like this?
to fit in, probably.
Also because kind of the thing with goths and punkers, they're usually very pale. She smiles at you.
It's a good mask.
Yeah, saves you a lot of trouble, trust me.
Hmm. So do you just dress like that to blend in, or is it also like a personal taste?
She looks at you. Hmm. You can make an educated guess. You can try.
Hmm. I think it's a bit too soon to tell any of that sort of things. Maybe in the future I'll have more of an idea.
Huh. Okay. You mean, you're free to guess on, family or whatever. A
Um,
lot of people guess quite rapidly about where I'm from and what I do and all these things. But well, that, most of them guess wrong, by the way. So, well, not all of them. Then again, most
um,
people I've known, they knew where you know, they knew me since I was embraced. So,
okay.
eh,
So how long
kind of,
have you? Nope, sorry.
uh, a bunch of fuckers when you really think about it. But oh well, there's more than one reason I came here.
Hmm. How long have you been at this life then?
A couple of years.
Okay, so still relatively fresh.
That's really kind of a fucked up way of saying it, but I suppose I can deal with it. Yeah, relatively fresh, even though it sounds like I'm some sort of, you know, orange in the department store. That you're still not on your expiration date or something. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I didn't mean to offend if that's what's
No,
coming
no,
off
no.
it.
It's fine. It's just just thinking. It's just general thinking. You're still really new at this. Well, never mind. I'm talking. Never mind. I just talk when I. She kind of waves her hand and just. Never mind.
I like the newer ones. They have a lot more life in them than a lot of the older ones, unfortunately. They tend to lose that spark that keeps everything alive.
Hmm. Thanks. It looks a little doubtful that. It's more a sense of like she's not quite sure what to do with that. Like, because well, you know that sometimes being young is almost an insult by itself. She just seems uncertain. Hmm.
Well, as long as we all don't end up turned into fossils or something, I'm sure we'll all be okay.
Yeah, that would be.
Speaking of fossils, a very old, I guess you could say, how would I put it? A very old-looking man walks in the door, and when I mean very old-looking, I'm saying probably like 102, maybe 103. His skin is so wrinkled. He looks pretty short. His back is hunched over. And he looks like he may have one arm that is slightly, well, misformed.
Okay.
And he walks into the bar. But the thing that stands out most to you guys is that he's wearing a red coat.
Okay.
And I mean like the ones in the church.
Someone would know?
Is the coat like any like similar to the coats that the people in the church wear?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know any of these people, or is it just forgive and forget and just act like nothing, or what?
I'm not sure. I don't recognize him. At least I don't think so. Seems a little out of the ordinary compared to everyone else that I've seen.
What do you mean? Like,
He looks over at Alexander and signals Alexander to come closer with his finger.
I'm gonna like look left, look right, look at him, and just like point at myself. Like
He nods his
me.
head.
Okay. I'll get up and walk over into him.
The old man says, "Don't ever go into that back room. It's not worth it."
What's in the back room?
The man shows you a doorknob-sized hole in his stomach.
Oh jeez. Does he look human?
He looks like a vampire.
Okay. I think I'll take your advice and give that back room a wide berth.
Well, actually, you know what? Roll me a perception alertness.
Uh-oh. Just me.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what I got here. Okay. 4 dice. Let's see here. Two successes.
2 successes. How you doing?
No pen?
Let me see. One second. So, upon further inspection, you are going to see that the wound in the chest looks rather fresh, and there's a slight tear on the back neck part of the hoodie, if that makes sense. So if you would like to roll an intelligence, just a plain intelligence roll, you might be able to piece together who this person is.
Okay. Please roll high. Let's see. I think 2 successes.
You get a good feeling that this is probably the person that just got absolutely hammer smashed earlier.
What? He's alive? Okay.
If you can call it that.
As alive as he can be. Now I'm really wanting to see what's behind that door now.
It's just a room. There's nothing in it. Well, I say there's nothing in it if you don't mind scattered body limbs and brain matter.
Nice.
Yeah, that is not what I expected.
To like suck the youth out of you or something?
Worse.
How could it be worse?
He whispers in your ear, very silently, fleshcraft.
Oh, oh, you poor soul.
He is not a gentleman.
I'm guessing you can't fix this by yourself either.
No,
Oh, jeez.
I'm not even old.
How old are you?
I'm 67.
That old?
Basically, he just got his skin stretched out like a Laffy Taffy machine fucking for a good little bit.
Jeez. That's
Yeah.
just why I stay away from fleshcraft.
Yeah, basically.
It's just no.
I'll fuck
No.
you up.
Oh, can I get you a drink or something? Like the least I could like do to help. Well, I can't really help, but
He nods his head. It's not like I'm going anywhere else.
what do you want to drink?
Easy. Give me an old fashioned.
I'll go up to the bar and I'll order that drink.
I get a little comedy in that.
That poor man.
Anyways. Yeah, so stay on his good side. That shit ain't fun.
Just he says that. I'll look at Talia and I'll just nod my head, say, "Yeah, we'll stay on his good side, won't we?"
I wasn't aware that there was any other side. Of course, it's the only side I think of. Of course.
Oh boy.
I know, man. This one.
So, you been here for a while, or what? Chat.
I've been in Anarchs for about roughly 20 years now.
Is it better than, the tower, or maybe you have no experience with it?
It is by far better. I mean, however, it can only be so good until, you fuck up.
It's at least there are no sick, pervy bastards who want to. Well, I don't even know, but
I get what you're saying. Yeah, but honestly, it's really easy to gain power, influence, wealth in this area, I guess you could say. It's not very hard at all.
she kind of just looks at him, and goes, well, "That's good." Not seeming to be like really just kind of just looks at him a little, just.
Everyone has their own tastes. Some people like it where you have rules and a system and a hierarchy, but I don't see who needs all that crap. And there are some who just like the wild outlaws to where you just kill and kill and kill and kill. But that gets boring as well. I like the anarchs. It's a good mix of both. You have some power structure, but at the same time, no one gives a shit about it. It's simple. It's either prey or predator. That's what you just gotta establish yourself as.
I get that.
Speaking of which, Alexander,
Yeah.
how were your missions coming along lately?
I've been coming along quite smoothly.
Making your way?
Yeah. Just getting ready to maybe check out the docks.
Well, good luck with that one. Ain't no one want to fuck with spots right now, especially after what happened in the bar
With this bar, you mean?
a few days ago.
Yeah. Well, I'll just be trying to keep myself on the down low. Not want to ruffle any feathers. Just go and have a look.
Well, we wish you luck. Don't fuck
Probably
this
gonna
one
do
up.
Yeah, I have no intention of fucking this up. I don't want to end up in the back room.
Yeah, it's it's gonna be a hassle.
Hmm.
On the bright side, the pain goes away after a while.
If only I could get back to what you were before.
We'll see.
Well, I hope you do get back to what you were before, because no one should live with, well, this. Not just kind of point up and down at him.
He gives you a slightly snarky look, but gets what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, all of my sympathies. Like, truly.
Anyways, he stands up and eventually gives you a wave of farewell. I'm off.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
At that point, he flicks you off.
Sorry. Oh,
This is one horrible fucking night for him.
yeah. Well, I hope he gets himself sorted out.
That's one thing I've learned that can actually be done.
No, what was that?
That's one thing I've learned, that things can get sorted out rather neatly, actually.
Yeah.
Somewhat, some would say, a little bit disturbingly neatly, but oh well. I'm not complaining, actually. As much as it frightens me, I actually kind of appreciate it. I'm not certain it's the right word, but kind of.
Well, I have no idea how he's going to fix what's happened to him. He's probably going to have to make a deal with either the Sabat or get back into the print, well, the bar in good graces. Good luck to him.
I'm not even gonna worry about that. Well, I'm firstly going to worry about getting a place to live. I think I've already got a place, but you know.
As you say that, the bartender walks by. Oh, Alexander, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Another day, another dollar. I hear this lass over here says she needs a place to stay.
She
Quite
does
good
indeed.
ears, creep. She looks at him and she calls him a creep and just smiles.
Hey,
You
I'm the
know, a lot
bartender.
of women
I'm here
would find
for
that
I can see.
unusually creepy, right?
Oh, I don't mind telling me wouldn't harm a fly. I think.
Right.
I have a bit of a temporary haven with some rootness bear. If you want a crash there.
She looks at you. What kind of place?
It's a boarding house, I think.
I'll be right back. You guys just kind of go on with the social for a second. I gotta meet someone.
Yeah, no problem. As far as I know, there's two other folk that live there, and I think there might be Giovanni. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I'll find my own place. Thanks. I don't know. I've heard the stories. I don't know. I don't think it's. Thank you, though. But it's very kind. But thank you. But yeah,
Well, if you change your mind, it's,
I won't. I won't. It's quite alright.
well, I'm working on getting my own place at some point, and you're more than welcome to come there if you want.
She stops and just looks at you. Look, I let you down easy the first time. You keep giving me, ammunition here.
Hey, hey, there's no funny business here. I'm just trying to be nice.
Right, said the. What family was it you said you were?
I didn't.
But they were from the south, right?
Yes, around there.
Does it start with an A?
Ah, no.
Well, then I don't know. Okay.
Well, I could tell you right now if you want. It's entirely up to you.
No, it's fine. Because then you would insist on me telling you, and you know, I'd like
Well, I could.
to. I'd like to hold a bit of mystique about myself.
Well, I could give you a hint if you'd like, for
Okay.
free. I think
Wait.
I'm just. Nope.
She just looks at you, and she just seems to just lean a little bit back in her seat. Just looks at you like you at the thing with the, and she does a thing with her tongue that you think symbolizes a snake's tongue. You think?
You mean this? And I'll activate the the snake tongue and just slither my tongue out to kind of like its full length. It's 18 inches, and just quickly
She'll
slither it
stop
back
you
in.
before that. I think she'll actually stop you before that. She'll just. All right. Okay. Good. That's really disturbing and creepy. Thank you. I haven't met any of you either. She just kind of pipes down. She was somewhat chipper before, but now she just seems to be just confused and just sits there and looks at you. Just,
We're not as creepy as you think. Don't worry. Well-
well, 2 years of Camarilla propaganda will do that. Just give me a moment, or a bit of time to get used to, the new situation.
Of course.
It might take a little bit longer than that, but just keep in mind that it's a lot to get used to. That's all.
I've been at this for 10 or so years, so I'm still fairly new to everything. But I just think it's better to just jump into everything instead of just kind of dipping your toes into the pond, so to speak. Just jump in.
You say that, but honestly, I don't think I want to be too good to jump into all of these, some of these things. Honestly, but I suppose you're right.
But just take it at your own pace. Everyone's different.
Right.
I'll leave the weirder stuff to a minimum around you for now,
Thanks. I appreciate
or
it.
at least I'll at least give you a heads up if I have to do something.
It's in 2 years with where I was before. It's very limited what you actually get of info when it comes down to it. So
Okay, a little bit sheltered.
yeah, in a way, yes.
Okay.
You can tell I should just say that and describe it. She just kind of frowns. Well, not frowns, but more like she just gets like honestly like thinks of something and just kind of just sinks down a bit, just gets quiet, a bit more quiet. Just
Okay. Like she's remembering something from her past or something.
obviously, or maybe it's not. Well, it's the past, but it's not so distant. Or maybe it's like it's about something where she came from. Like you may get the sense that there's good reason for her to have come here.
Okay.
Maybe. But yeah, she just nods and just says. But enough of that. So in this bar, and it's good. We're relaxing. We're making a polite conversation. But other than that, this place can be a hellhole. But
It's maybe a hellhole, but it's our hellhole.
Mm.
I'll pick up my glass and I'll just kind of do like a toast thing. Say, welcome to the city.
thanks.
Let's hope we don't run into a lot of trouble. And I'll say the same for me too.
Oh, I hope so. I really fucking hope I don't.
And for a bit of peace, are you?
Well, it's that, but it's also making a place where it's my own and me doing them, making the choices, me making the groundwork, and not someone else. That would be a welcome change.
Okay. You definitely picked the right place for it with the Anarchs then.
I certainly, well, I certainly hope so.
Well, it couldn't get. I don't think that it could get any worse than the tower.
Well, thus far, find that hard to believe. Although, I mean, wasn't any hurry to get to the, well, the last choice.
Yeah, they are. They really do sound like quite the group.
I think it's, it's like politics, honestly. Republicans and Democrats. The only sensible people, I mean, the only way you can be somewhat sane is in the middle, not choosing. Honestly. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Again, probably a bit pessimistic outlook, but what are you going to do?
Well, maybe your outlook will change in a little while. You never know.
You never know. That's true.
Well, I hope you find a better life here than wherever you've come from. By the sounds of it, it didn't sound very nice.
Well, it wasn't. Well, thanks. Thanks a lot.
You're very welcome. So what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I do, did actually do a lot of, bit of, she kind of just straightens up a bit. She gets a bit of a smile on her face. A bit of performance here and there, actually.
Oh, okay. What kind of performance?
She points at her face and her hair. Take a wild guess.
Is like a model?
She. Wow. Okay. What did she say to that? I don't know if she gets angry or she just look. No, she probably just. No. What do you think? I sang for a punk band. Okay.
Ah, singer. So,
Yeah.
yeah, musical.
Modeling
Okay.
was not for me. Apparently, you're supposed to be okay with some things I wasn't okay with. So, fuck
Yeah.
modeling.
Oh well, they're a loss.
Actually, that's kind of the thing I told them. Funny enough.
Good for you.
Yeah. Well, apparently you're supposed to be okay with photographers grabbing your ass and stuff. Yeah. So I punched the guy and told him to go fuck off, and that was the end of my modeling career. Oh well.
I love it.
Well, they didn't, but
Well, if they're gonna act like pigs, then they're gonna get treated like one.
it's true. She looks at you and just don't come across as many of the people I've bumped into.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is. It is. But
Well, thank you.
yeah, it's. I'm not well, not entirely sure. It's. I was quite deep in the tower when I was well, brought into the whole thing. Quite a lot of manners and protocol and bullshit. You know,
Yeah, I've heard of some of their practices over there.
not my thing.
I could see why. It's probably why my family hasn't really integrated into their kind of their party, I suppose.
I mean, not. I'm not an idiot. I mean, I understand some of the rules and why they're there, and honestly, and quite a few of them make a lot of sense. You
Yeah.
know, that's why our sect, whatever it's called, you know, why we have it as well. It makes total sense. I mean, not
Yeah.
rocket science. I get it, but it's just they're quite uptight and hmm, not really my thing.
Mine no, neither me. I'd rather keep as much freedom as I can.
Can't say I blame you.
But as you said, some of the rules are decent. Like a lot of it is just common sense.
Exactly. But, well, I mean, I suppose I'm also a bit, you'll call it colored? No. Uh, I'm sure some people find it very swell and dandy, and everything is good, and, all is well, but, I just got
Hmm.
the short shift, shall we say. I don't know. Do you
Okay.
call it short change, or I really just got introduced to the worst of it? So, said fuck them and look back.
Well, you're probably better off not being with them.
I certainly fucking hope so, but let's not talk of that. What do you like to do for fun? You're like bowling or something boring, or just whatever you think? What?
Um, I like a bit of everything, but you'll just kind of pull up his case and put it onto the bar. Flick the tabs open it, and inside's a quite a nice looking violin. Um, I like to I like to play now and again.
Really?
Of
That's cool.
course.
That's cool.
And,
Like more classical, experimental. What?
hmm, I like a bit of everything. It's more what kind of fits the situation or what kind of mood I want to get everyone into. I like to play for a crowd.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean,
Uh, don't don't get me wrong. I like playing for myself, but I like to
everything is better with audience.
yeah try to enrapture people into the music. Bring them up.
Like with she looks at you with some of the talents, or just just by the enjoyment of the music, or what?
A little bit of both.
Okay, okay.
Usually I'll just play myself, but if I feel like I need just a little extra push, I'll go the extra mile.
Okay. I mean, I don't know exactly, what kind of things you guys do, but I get it. So is it? She looks at you and just. So it's like it's just longer, or
What do you mean?
I mean, you use it just like the others. Is it just like she seems to be looking at your mouth, really?
Well, that. No, it's a different thing.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to try anything. It's just, it's a thing. Just, just looks.
If you'd like me to demonstrate something for you,
No, especially not here. But I think I'm good for the moment.
well, if you ever um, feel the need for a demonstration,
We'll find a basement somewhere or something. I get it. It will be fine. I was just taken aback a bit. It hurt things, but you know,
well, I'm like an open book. All you have to do is ask.
that's not how books work. She smiles. She's obviously joking. I mean, and I think the expression is something like you just have to open and read or something, or tap me and open. Or, fuck it.
He
Um,
just have a big grin on his face.
nah, it's fine. So you're a violin player. You're with the those guys, and okay, all right, okay. Um, well, it's interesting. Um, so we or anarchs, or whatever we call ourselves, really take in all
Yeah,
kinds of people.
of course.
That's cool. I mean, honestly, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, the Anarchs are quite open-minded about all that sort of things.
Hmm. I mean, I hope they would be.
Is there any family that you've kind of run into that you kind of give a wide berth to?
Exactly what do you mean?
Hmm. Well, showing my little trick, you seemed quite disturbed.
No, it's just the first time I've ever seen it, so I don't
Okay.
know. I have no idea what it looked like. So I was a little, surprised. But uh, honestly, it's not too many of the other people I've really met. I met a couple of like single Nosferatu and a couple of people here and there, but honestly, not. I have not met too many. So I can't say that I've stayed away from anyone. Not really. More than others, but so no, there's no one I would give any more distance to or whatever.
Okay. Um, I haven't met everyone myself, of course. Um, but as far as my experience goes, the Sabat clans are a little bit more, a bit more strange, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I have a pretty good idea.
You see what happened to that poor guy that came out that back room.
Well, yeah, he was beat the fuck and had swords on him, but was it his skin? Or
That was the guy that got hit by the door, I think. Well, he got hit by a door earlier, and he really didn't look like that.
so what happened to him?
I'm just going to lean in a little bit closer to you and just kind of like beckon you a little bit, just so like I can whisper something to you. Um, it's Fleshcraft. It's the fiends did that. It's one of their tricks.
Uh, like one of the shadow guys and the others. The others, right?
Yeah.
The me something that uh, Siamese, something like
The
that.
the Shemisi.
There we go. That's the name. Yes,
Yeah.
I heard very little, but honestly, I cannot say that I'm in a hurry to learn.
Messiah taught me a lot about some of the clans. Some of the clans that were a little bit more unique, kind of like mine, I suppose. And uh, I'd say probably the greatest tip I could give you for the Shibisi is don't let them touch you.
Well, don't worry. I that's a general thing. I don't tend to let a lot of people touch me.
It's probably a good mentality to have.
I've I've had you can pauses. There's been honestly a little bit too much of that.
Ah,
But not in that kind of way. It's just she seems to just there's something that she either just recognizes she said something or just she just kind of just it's hard to describe what exactly happened or what she thinks, but she just seems to react to it and just kind of shrugs it off. Says, you know, like I said with the photographer and whoever you at the point, so apparently you have to be be quite literal with some people who simply cannot take the hint. They should keep fucking hands to themselves. So
yeah. Some people just lack control.
more than you know, I think.
Well, well, I'm sure you've heard from many people about your appearance, but sometimes it could be more of a curse than a blessing.
Yeah, especially when you have not a lot of power and you need money. And
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Well, Unfortunately, we just have to play the cards we're dealt.
Well, there are some of those things I can be somewhat happy with. I don't have to deal so much with now. That's always a plus. When I tell people to fuck off now, I tend to understand it a bit more.
Is that just in your voice or your actions?
Attitude tends to. And also when you're less afraid of getting your ass kicked. That helps.
Certainly does.
I mean, I won't say that it hasn't been, it has been all bad. I mean, I have gotten, in this whole thing. I mean, it makes you able to withstand things I wouldn't be able to withstand otherwise. I've fought off a couple of decades here and there. That's a bonus.
So you're good in a fight then.
No, but drunken asshole, you know, I wouldn't been able to fight him off before, but sure as hell can now.
Being what we are, do have some perks.
Oh yes, they do. So,
Shit.
what is your guess for my family? I'm curious.
Well, you do have a family, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not sure if you're aware if there are some of us that don't.
She kind of looks at you. Not sure I follow.
Well, some of if well, have you heard of the word kaitif before?
Hmm. I think so. All right. In that sense, yeah, the they're like outcasts or something. They don't have like they're abandoned or something.
Yeah. They kind of been springing up, well, popping up a lot more frequently apparently in recent years. And that's making a lot of the older guys and gals a little bit wary that something's happening. But I think they're just giving in to fear, don't like change, that sort of things. I'm sure it's not as bad as it sounds like, or they're making it out to be, I should say.
I'm guessing it's more of excuse to be dickheads to other people. If I were to guess.
Like they need any more excuses.
Probably don't, but they seem to find excuses constantly.
Unfortunately. But back to your previous question. You said you're good at that you can change what you look like, didn't you? And you're good at hiding.
No.
I thought you said you did in the car.
No, it didn't. Well, I mean, it's no, no. It said I had other. Well, well, not that good. Not in that sense. Are you saying I'm crazy?
No. Are you?
Certainly don't think so. Well, I
Hmm.
suppose that is what a crazy person would say.
I suppose. Um, are you a Malkavian?
So you are calling me crazy.
No, you just mentioned the broken mirror before. That made me a little curious.
Well, I suppose if I was one, I could be so deluded that I don't think I'm crazy. So maybe.
Well, it could be.
I don't think so. No.
No. Mm, do you know anything about magic?
Yeah, that it's bullshit.
Oh, you've got a lot to learn.
I know. That's not. I know that. No. And
Okay.
I've heard that they're kind of people don't. I don't know. Anak is like a big no-no. So yeah, no. Well, I think that's all the guesses you get.
Ah. I'll get the answer someday. Well, some night.
Yeah.
Um, I like you. You got a good sense of humor. You got a fire in your gut. I like it.
Mm, well, yeah. Let's just say that fire has been brewing and getting worse for quite some time now. But thanks. Thanks for the welcome. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Would you like my phone number just in case?
Sure. Sure. She picks up what you think is probably a burner phone.
Okay. I've just got
But
an old flip phone.
yeah, something like that. And she seems to have the same. She has more than one phone, but she just she notes it down on the what you think is the burner phone. And
Hmm.
after that, you will see that she does um, make a note in in her she has a duffel bag, and you see that she rummages around in it, and there's clothing of different, well, some of the same. It looks like t-shirts mostly stuff. It's packed in there, and then she fishes out a laptop, and she opens it, and begins to look in it. Just one moment, and she just no, I've got the stuff, and you can tell that she probably takes your phone number and puts it into the laptop.
Okay. It's a
And
lot of gear you've got there.
with this, it's all right.
Hmm. You weren't kidding when you said you were new here with the duffel bag full of stuff.
I had just landed when the Baron said hello. So yeah,
Okay.
hence why I need to find a place to You don't mind, do you? She points at the laptop.
No.
I'm just thinking I might find a place. This looks crappy enough. And she takes like a 5-6 minutes. So that place you said you had, where was that?
I'll just give her the address because I can't remember exactly.
We may have looked at that, but just seems quite chancy to just get into a new town and then just oh yeah, you can sleep here. It won't be dangerous. But where do you like? Do you have your own place or?
Currently, I'm living at that place, the boarding house, but I have enough money to buy a place of my own. The barn's quite generous.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Neither did I, but I was wrong.
Generous? How exactly?
Well, me and one of my friends did just a little task for him, and he gave us 10K each. Yeah. Apparently, money doesn't really matter to him, so he just gives it out.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So if he gave us 10K each for just a small thing, just imagine what you'll do if you find out what's happening in this docks that everyone's talking about.
Something happening in the docks?
Apparently, there's some crates there that the barns wouldn't looked at, but it's currently in Sabat, kind of occupied territory right now. So we're gonna have to be very discreet.
Okay, so so there are things at the docks, crates moved in, or are they going away, coming in? Do we know anything?
I think they're coming in, but no one's really sure what's in them. But if it's ruffling the barn's feathers this much, it must be worth something.
I'm not sure, but perhaps I could have a look at that. I have to be a little bit careful, but it could be done. I could have a look, I think.
You can easily come along with me, my friend, if you want.
Probably start off at a distance.
I'll do whatever you feel comfortable with. Don't want to scare you off or anything.
So who's your friend?
Her name is Cece, as far as I'm aware.
Cece.
Yeah. She calls herself a white witch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but she seems to have her heart in the right place. She likes to help help people. Sort of a good Samaritan type of character.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
A white witch, though. It sounds a bit. Don't know. Weird. I suppose. I mean, who am I to talk?
Well, if you tug along, I'm sure you'll see her at some point, and you can make up your own mind.
Hmm. White witch. Or a white witch. Do we. I shouldn't even be asking. You know, you've been asking me so much about who and what I am, so I won't. Never mind.
Well, it's the only way you'll learn if you ask questions.
It's also how the cat got assassinated.
You just have to be smarter.
I suppose.
But unfortunately, a lot of the times it's easier said than done.
Yeah, that's almost always the case. Easier fucking said than done, but this is what I do. Always, spread bad vibes. I really shouldn't.
Well, it's never too late to change. I mean, we've got all the time in the world.
I suppose. She kind of sits there for a moment. Just. Yeah, she has a smile on her face. She looks at you. She says, I have a place here. A rental. I think I can do this. I can actually rent this place for tonight, and there's no one else here. I have to go and look at this. I think I can have a place of my own. But thanks for the offer. I think I will have to look at this. But it was nice meeting you. I've got your number, and we will catch up, and we will see each other again very soon. I'll probably be in touch if I find something.
I hope so.
Okay. Well, and she kind of gets up and puts her stuff in her duffel bag and just thanks a lot for the tour so far, and yeah, we'll catch up with it again. She seems a little flustered or scattered brained, maybe. But she just gets up and she just smiles and begins to head out, leaving you alone.
With my drink and my violin.
Yes. And with that, I believe the scene will come to a close. Thank you very much, player, for playing, and watchers for watching. Good night.